still worth it in 2025? Let's find out. So I actually used it in most of my development work. That was back in 2020. Most of the videos on this channel showing apps that I had developed were developed on this Mac, and it worked great back in that day. But is it still worth it even to this day in 2025? That's something we have to find out. So we have that mic port there, then the SD card, then some USB ports as well, LAN cable, charger, Thunderbolt, etc. All those stuff. I have to say for the ports, it doesn't have many of those. I think that's something that might shift your decision a bit, because if you see, it also has the one for the disk. So this is just an Asus VivoBook, but for most, even HP laptops, they'll have like 3 USB ports. I'll show you the other one on the other side. They also have an HDMI. HDMI is pretty important. You also have the USB Type-C port right there, with the latest iPhones also incorporating USB Type-C kind of chargers. I guess maybe they also incorporate it on the MacBooks, like the latest ones. On this laptop, this is where I kind of edited all my videos previously. I actually installed DaVinci Resolve on this, and it's quite a big application. However, it still would drag a bit. Yeah, it does lag behind on certain aspects in terms of performance, especially given the coming of newer chips, especially if you are going to be using Android Studio, DaVinci Resolve, all those applications. So for graphic designers, developers as well, we use Android Studio or Xcode. Xcode is a pretty big application as well. This definitely doesn't work for you. But if you're just a casual user, then this does work fine because it's pretty handy. It does work. Most of the applications, they run pretty fine and pretty well. It just doesn't run heavy applications that well, especially nowadays. Then also, if you're a developer developing iOS applications or Flutter, either way, using Swift, using this laptop might not be the best option for you. You need to upgrade to better MacBooks or ones that can install the latest macOS software update. This is because with each software update, Apple requires you to have the latest Xcode. But for you to have the latest Xcode, you have to have the latest macOS update. Then for you to have the latest macOS update, you can install it on any of these devices or any devices that are older than a certain generation. So it doesn't really work, unfortunately. So I would say you need to have the latest MacBooks that can install the latest Xcode, and then you can boot for the latest softwares or the latest iOS update. In terms of battery life, I think it's still pretty great. You can last a day without even charging. However, the more you use it, obviously, with the cycles, the more the battery life kind of depreciates. And, you can charge it maybe twice, etc. But it's pretty great. So overall, for a casual user, this is a very good laptop. I think you can use it pretty well. If you're just going to be watching movies, maybe typing your assignments, etc., this is a really good laptop to use. It's pretty heavy, but it's very handy. Then if you are a developer or someone like a graphic designer, someone who is into arts, wants to install heavy applications, I would definitely say you need to choose the latest MacBooks or even the latest Windows laptops. It's really heavy. It's pretty heavy.